Welcome to Cartoonplex, where we explain complex topics using cartoons. So, today we will be talking about the orders of operation in math. We'll explain operations and in which order to do them, but we're going to try and make it fun. Before we can even understand what an operation is, we need to understand functions. Simply put, functions take inputs called the domain and spit out a single output called a codomain. For example, 1 plus 1 equals 2. Well, 1 plus 1 is the input or domain and 2 is the output or codomain. So, what's an operation? An operation is the way you change the inputs into an output. So, looking at the function, what makes it an operation? Well, it's that plus sign. That plus sign lets us know how to combine the inputs or domains into an output or codomain. Since today we're dealing with math and the order of operations, we'll be looking at arithmetic operators, or operators used in the manipulation of numbers. These arithmetic operators are multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Why do we have an order of operations? Because if we didn't all agree on an order, then the same operation might have different outputs depending on the person. For example, let's say that the order of operations didn't exist, and 3 people saw this operation. 5 times 2 plus 4 divided by 2 minus 1 equals x. We're using x as a placeholder for the answer or output / codomain. Person 1 might say, well, 2 minus 1 equals 1, 4 divided by 1 equals 4, 4 plus 2 equals 6, 5 times 6 equals 30, so the answer is 30. And then person 2 might say, 5 times 2 equals 10, 10 plus 4 equals 14, 14 divided by 2 equals 7, and 7 minus 1 equals 6, so the answer is 6. Person 3 might say, 2 plus 4 equals 6, 6 divided by 2 equals 3, 3 minus 1 equals 2, 5 times 2 equals 10, so the answer is 10. Because of how subjective people can be, we need to all agree on an order so we can avoid the chaos this would cause for science, mathematics, and all the technology we have today. So, what is that order? Well, in the US, we use an acronym, PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S, to help us figure out that order. P is for parentheses. Think of these as cages that hold 2 numbers together until they agree upon one number. E is for exponents, a type of multiplication. Exponents are numbers, also known as powers, that are added to the main or base number to let us know how many times that number has to multiply itself. Think of this number as a cloning machine. For example, 5 to the power of 3 means that 5 has to clone himself 3 times. So 5 times 5 times 5. To make it easier, let's add a cage. So, parentheses 5 times 5, parentheses times 5. 25 times 5 equals 125. So 5 to the power of 3 equals 125. M is for regular multiplication, D is for division, A is for addition, and S is for subtraction. So, let's look at that original operation again through the lens of PEMDAS. 5 times 2 plus 4 divided by 2 minus 1 equals x. So, any parentheses? No? Okay. Any exponents? No? Okay. Any multiplication? Yeah? So let's do that first. 5 times 2 equals 10. Any division? Yeah? Let's do that next. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Addition? Yep. 10 plus 2 equals 12. Subtraction? Yep. 12 minus 1 equals 11. So the output should be 11 in the codomain. X, the placeholder, equals 11 in this instance. Let's try one more. We'll make this one a little more complicated. 11 times 2 times 4 minus 2 plus 5 to the power 3 divided by 5 plus 3 minus 1 times 2. Looks crazy, right? Don't get overwhelmed. We can break it down. let's first go through our parentheses. 11 times 2 equals 22. 4 minus 2 equals 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. Okay, so let's see what we have now. 22 times 2 plus 5 to the power 3 divided by 5 plus 2 times 2. We know exponents are next, so 5 to the power 3 equals 125. Okay, multiplication? Yeah, 22 times 2 equals 44. 2 times 2 equals 4. Division? Yep, 125 divided by 5 equals 25. Addition? Well, that's all we have left. So, since these are all using addition, we can do this in any order. But I like to stick to left to right for simplicity. 44 plus 25 equals 69. 69 plus 4 equals 73. Since there's no more subtraction, we're done. So, don't panic when you get a large operation. Break it down into chunks using PEMDAS and things will be a lot easier. PEMDAS is a great way to remember the order of operations and break down a large operation into smaller pieces. If you learned something from this video, give it a thumbs up. If there's a topic you want us to break down next, leave it in the comments below. Or if something clicked for you that didn't before, let me know as well by typing it below. Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know when the next video comes out.